Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. Off the draw, here's Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. This complete to the tight end Clay. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down, Murray. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 50, check 50.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's third down. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The Bengals take over. Let's go, let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 36. There you go, 368.
Switch it, come here, switch it. Check 26, check 26. Jam it, jam it, jam, jam.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work.
Let's go, boys.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Johnson, and an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 for Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Bengals first down. First down and goal to go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Come on. Tight right, tight right. 4 down, check. 4 down. Hey, watch 28. Watch twist. It's a safety creep. Hey.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st. Oh, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Murray now, 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Murray throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down, Arizona.
On first down, it's Johnson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down and 4. Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the gun on third down, Murray. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Cardinals 21, Bengals 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Bengals take over first and 10. Keep playing at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the edge.
A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. Now,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw again. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Dalton able to hit Ross. That's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a pickup of 13.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
You got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. So Dalton now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more caught? The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Murray now on 1st down. Screenplay, Johnson. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot, he took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Set a tone. Hey, Orbit. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Showing up. Showing up. Check your hot read. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 34 is the mic. Regular. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So now Dalton. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game.
Hey, man.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
X3. 218, chop.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing